Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Death Stranding serimize hoş geldiniz.
The west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination. Once you use the qubit to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
Sam, first, the dog tags. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't. Second, her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome. Suffice it to say, I don't have. See to your preparations. You'll find an official order.
Geldi.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingen's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Bak bir de bunu taşıyacağız ha. Haydi.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Lan mecbur çıkacağım.
Too close.
Anca gideriz oraya.
Until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Tırman babacığım, tırman. Bir. Al 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 al. Oğlum buradan bir yerden tırmanacağım, mecbursun sen. Hadi be sen. Oğlum bir yerden tırmanacağım, mecbur. Allah. Biz buraya tırmanamayacağız galiba. Buraya tırmanır da tırmanmıyor ki ya. Aferin sen. Ha sen balsın sen. Tırmandıktan sonra durmuyor. Sana buraya tırmandıracağım ben. Git lan. Heh. Ha, tırmandıracağım orayı. Ya öyle tırmanırsın. Hem. Sen. Anca ne oğlum? Pes ediyorum. Ettim başlı yollara başvurdum. Yapacak bir şey yok. Var mı lan? Bir bari yapılmış. O neymiş böyle ya?
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation. Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection. Please proceed into the facility with a cadaver. Good work.
Bu notise bak anasını satayım.
Hardman.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please, lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Also, you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man?
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War-era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Al. Oho.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more.
Ya hadi ya, of
Time
sıktın
spent
ha.
waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void-outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart, but it's also the reason I'll see them again someday.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order out of delivery. Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists, and we don't know the first thing about Emily's. That's a concern for us, but we won't know more until we get to Edge Knot City. And that means connecting the... You should start with the ladder's holding. That way, once all three are on the grid, then we can... He's been out there conducting excavation. No doubt the result. Until the site is properly nor will it. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing.
Administering shock.
stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the time of the infamous It's the most recent of the big In any event, our team, can you guess what it was? A fossil. If that is indeed what it is. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those.
One more. For this run, you'll be a Bridges paleontologist working on a dig. Apparently. Now, make sure. Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains. Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be... Any irregularities should trigger an alarm.
Haydi gidelim.
Order assigned.
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest.
Abi çok uzak ya.
Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death and extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab? Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
Buradan geçebilir miyiz? Kadar düşüyor anasını. Yapma kurban olayım, bu kadar geldik. Deneyelim şuradan çıkmayı. az kaldı. Yavaş. Acelemiz yok. Tamam Sam, hadi. Bu kadar. Yavaş 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 Sam, yavaş yavaş Sam, uçma. Yavaş Sam, yavaş. Şeye koyarım ben. Neyse.
All weapons will be locked until departure.
Sam Bridges. I was worried you might not get here in time, but then I've done nothing. I've been haunted by those visions you doom sufferers see. That end of... I put the nightmares down to fatigue. Possibility of Carol can... It's just lucky we got it before the suicidal state. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere... It's not just my life you're saving here. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do. Huh. Thank you. Oh, yes. And just like that, I'm part of the UCA. With access, studying this fossil beach should be assuming I can prove once. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits and strata dating evidence of an ancient...
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since Look at this. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes cause frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as... We call these layers fossil. Extending the principle, our fissure here, the presence of Chiralium in this of all... It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the... And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in... That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other main... In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered... You've furthered our individual... And ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no tell...
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information. Deploy.
Fındık. Hadi bakalım gidelim.
Count on you, Sam.
Hadi daha hızlı ya. Yavaş sen yavaş. Aferin sana. Bu dediğimi yap. Al aşağı.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected.
Gelebildik.
Thanks to you, we can finally move ahead with the dip. I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting... Not that I need... You did it after all, though...
Bakacağım kiralığınıza.
A local... It's a... Hip... That's... Color... So I am... Natural... Which... But... Did it... The car... Where... Old... But... To protect... Just... You can...
That fossil could represent... While there are examples of viviparous fish, and it... Enough... Could... We must recover that cargo. It could provide a... We're so very... Hurry, Sam. We can't...
Good work. New
Niye
order
ben
available.
anlamadım?
Please.
Niye ben? Baba şimdilik. Burada bir yerde hematik bombamız vardı bizim. Nerede? Sen defol. Sen git. Bunun haricinde tamam.
Order assigned. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Hepsi aşağıda mı? O zaman şuradan geri gideceğiz. Yavaş sen yavaş. Haydi sen. Yüküs 1 mi? Oğlum bir kişi burada kafayı yer lan tek başına.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
You found it. Let me see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is. And yet, I've already interested, which lines up with one of his Anyway, I know you only just lately. She's and I think she'd be.
It's quite to clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of. Accordingly, I would ask that you also and deliver them along. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them. By aiding her research, we may yet We've already made so much progress with it. With your continued.
Good work. Order available.
Niye amına koyayım? Niye ben?
Order assigned.
Gotta be more careful.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Siktir oradan. Biraz hız vererek. Bu yol bitmeyecek. Tamam. Buradan gitsek daha mantıklı. Ne gösteriyor? At! Amına koyduğum çocuğu. Sana senin ben ananı bilmiyorum. Bak bak bak, senin ben ananı sikeyim ya. La oğlum. Allah rızası için ya. Buna basıyorum. Ha? Yemin ederim nefret ettirdi ya. Allah senin belanı versin. Kuryenin damına koyayım, senin damına koyayım ya. Ne oldum ya? Allah ya. Kurye daha kullanan yapmışlar. Yakında şerefimle taşıdım daha iyi ya.
Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Ne vereceğiniz görevin amına koyayım.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even have not a scratch on. You do not. That's it goes without saying. After all, both it and time, sudden environmental changes such as these, those that do adapt, do so by virtue of enhancers. These genetic factors, but there are genes which have the opposite effect. Extinction factor. These are the seeds of it. Such factors may lie dormant for every being, since if so, then ain't evidence of these genetic decisions that may, in any event, thanks to you, I'll make sure to share any
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in... Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body. Speaking of which, I've been comparing the data against some of our... Anyway, would you mind returning... Preparations are finally come. If you could collect the necessary...
Good work. Order available. Please access delivery to...
Ya ben niye ta buraya dönüyorum amına koyayım ya? Neyse oraya gidince devam edeceğim.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Welcome, Sam Porter.
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Die Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it. So I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both have the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No. Only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time.
we shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands. And it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain. And since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the president is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Emily, yeah.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the Tart. Once it's ready, the necessary supplies are limited, so you'll be carrying a lot. All things considered, this might be what... Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so... It's about time.
Administering shock.
Right. The site we have chosen was an original candidate. Ironically, because we deemed it a little too unstable. But this time, so let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the Foundation, all you have to do is transport the necessary... I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west. We're counting on...
Oha 150 kilo ne be? Ben seni mecbur yine aldık ha.
Order assigned.
O görev nerede? Buraya gidince devam edeceğiz arkadaşlar. Geberdim buraya gelene kadar. Ama vardı. Ya geldik ha. Ulan nereden nereye görmüşüm onu. Git bitmedi var ya.
Sam, you need to get those materials processed in order to finish the chiral relay. Good job, Sam. Now access the terminal and bring the relay online.
Abi kocaman yer bağlandı lan.
And with that, we're all linked up. Once you cross the tar belt, the end will be in sight. We're this close to Emily. Edge Knot City, the staff we're sending will start by building a safe house. Over time, they'll expand their operations and in doing so, they'll carry on the legacy of the brave souls lost to the tar. All thanks to you, Sam. Now, let's figure out how to get you across this tar belt. The only way west is through that. To make matters worse, I don't believe your PCC is capable of building anything. There must be a way. We can't give up. Not with what's at stake. But considering everything you've been through, I wouldn't be surprised if you've already got a few ideas of your own.
Oğlum oraya ben nereden gideyim lan? Hep gidelim yavaş yavaş. Hepsini öldüreceğim baba. Ha bırakıp onlar mı geçecek beni karşıma ki? Geçelim karşıma. Hadi ben geçemedim gibi. Geçelim de.
Can't say I would have ever thought of that. Well done, Sam. With you out there giving it your all, there's hope for us yet.
falling down. London Bridge is falling down. My fair lady.
Keep your voice down. You don't want to scare the poor girl away, do you? She's in there. I can smell her. Of course, I wouldn't have known for sure if it wasn't for you and your wonderful network. Bless your heart. And thank you kindly.
Oh, Sam Bridges. Careful. Contents are fragile. Like the world and everything in it. Me, I'm no exception. I'm not the only one wearing masks either. There's your boss man, and that woman, and, oh, let's not forget little you.
Okay, it's okay.
I know it ain't easy wearing a mask all the time. Now the mask can come off, right? Hey. You remember this? Nope. Poor, sweet Amelie. She's holed up in the beach nearby. Tell you what say we make it a race? Whoever wins gets to usher in the end of days. Nothing like the eve of extinction. Bring focus to the mind. Makes folks honest. There'll be no need for masks soon. But I wonder, when you look death in her eye, will you blink?
Still with me, Sam? Even now, our way forward, our way to save Amelie is the same as always. Your first priority is to get the local distro center on the network. Until it's complete and everybody's connected, Higgs won't find it easy to get to Amelie. She should be safe. So take your time and do it right.
Evet dostlarım, videoyu burada sonlandırıyorum. Bir sonraki görevlerde görüşmek üzere. Şimdilik kendinize iyi bakın. Sağlıcakla kalın.